welcome. This is from forgettable to memorable. You don't want to be the tech that's boring and just sits there and really doesn't interact with your client. That's what they get every other place. So what you want to do, even if you're an introvert, you do not need a script. You don't need to be an extrovert. Just be you. So in 3 easy steps, I will take you from being an introvert to not looking like an introvert. So the first step, you need to have a vibe check, not just for you, but for the whole salon. Is it a comfortable place that you would want to come into? There's something wrong or there's something off. You want to master your energy and not have a script. So you need to learn how to regulate your nerves by being able to do breath work. I'll do a deep breath. I got this. And I don't have to say that, but it's in my head. Or you can just look around the room and you can do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique where you see 5 things that you can see. Name them in your head. 4 things that you can touch. And this is before the client comes. I mean, that'd be kind of weird. Touch your client. Yay. Be weird. And then 3 things that you can hear. 2 things that you can smell. And then 1 thing you can taste. Weird, I know, but it resets your brain. So you're not thinking, what are they thinking? Am I doing something wrong? It's kind of redirecting your thoughts so that you can get out of your head and don't spiral. It's not like there's not going to be any quiet time. There's not going to be an awkward silence. If there's silence, that's fine. I have silence all the time, but you want to connect with your client. And if you're in your head too much, it's really difficult to do. So try and do that to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or you can do just do some stretching, wiggle fingers, stuff like that, just to get out of your head. And you will go a long way. And getting some great reviews. And when you have that personal spark, that is just magic. Part 2. You want to make the conversation effortless, even though you are an introvert. All your energy is being expended during the day. I don't know if you guys feel that, but it's like a sponge. People are just taking my energy all day long. So I've got these go-to questions that really help for me to get to know them because I want to be interested, not interesting. I would love for them to feel that I'm interesting, but I want to hear them more than I want to hear my own voice. Does that make sense? So if you ask these little questions, that will lead to their life and they can tell you their experiences and it will make them feel more comfortable. And that's the main thing. You want them to feel comfortable. And if you're not comfortable, they're not going to feel comfortable. If you feel awkward, they're going to feel awkward. So just make it like a conversation between you and your friend or somebody that you want to get to know. What can you do or ask that will make them feel better? I have silences all the time, but it's not awkward. But if you are struggling with something to say and ask, you could do something as easy as, while I'm finishing this hand, I forgot to ask you about work. How's it going? And you don't want it to feel scripted. You want it to feel effortless, right? So just use common openers, common conversation starters that are really open-ended and people will fill you in. And then you can go from there, bunny trail or, but be as random as you would like to be. If you're a really random person like me, yep, I can go, oh, shiny. Just keep it casual. Keep the vibe just kind of rolling. And for introverts, it is so hard to do because you're always 5 or 10 steps ahead of, are they judging me, whatever. Make sure that it is a no judgment area. What you say and what they say, it's a vault. You are there. They can say whatever they want. And it doesn't have to be awkward. It can be something that you're genuinely learning about who they are and what they like. Do you have kids? Are you married? What do you do for a living? Or what do you do for fun? It can go lots of different ways, but those are things that will start a really good conversation that you can jump off from. If a client brings up something that is controversial or it just makes you uncomfortable, you can direct it in a different way. Do a straight transition. What takes up most of my appointment is educating my clients. We can talk about little things, but then I can also tell them my observations of, this is what I see. Do you use cuticle oil? seeing that you've got some hangnails here. Do you know what that is? And explain that to them. Explain what you're doing and why you're doing it, because that gives them investment into what you're doing for them. You are going to open up their eyes as to why we do what we do. There are reasons for everything. Each step that we do builds on the next. They need to know this stuff. Why not let them know? That is what takes up most of my time. And you're talking about something that you know about. You're the professional. You went to school. So educate them, and then you can talk about other things. But once you make that initial connection and that initial conversation, and then tell them what you see and collaborate on what you're going to do, it's just fun. If you have the energy that you're having fun and you're excited, it's contagious. And they will listen to you, and they will understand that you're really there. You're there for their nail health. You're there to have fun, and they're there for them. And that's what they want. They want you to be the experienced professional. One of my biggest tips is, after your appointment, document what you used and what you guys talked about. Because 3 weeks from now, you're not going to remember. Trust me, I have tried. So what you want to do is just document like ticklers in your brain, so that when you read it before they come in, they will know that you care and that you were listening. You've made it through the minefield of questions. You've got your service and it's done. You've educated them on why you're doing what you're doing. Cool. So after the appointment, do something that's going to make them remember you, make you unforgettable, right? So these simple client touches help a lot when you're saying goodbye, and they always look forward to it too. When I am applying the cuticle oil, I tell them is, gosh, let's give your fingers a drink, because they are so dry and I've had to dry them out and they need some loving. So I make that a ritual, and then I will give them a massage, a really nice massage that goes all the way up to their elbow, and take my time. I'm quiet during this because they really enjoy it. And I tell them to relax your arm, rest your elbow, and they'll really value that. Every single one of my clients actually look forward to that. So another thing that you can do along with the cuticle oil ritual, compliment how their nails turned out. I love that color on your skin tone. And people love compliments. As an introvert, receiving them is hard. You don't just do it because you feel like you need to, but be genuine about it. After the cuticle oil ritual and massage, take your time, signature photo time. This is content for you, and it also makes them feel special. There are really simple things that you can do with just your phone that are super simple, and they work and they're quick. You really don't have a lot of time to take pictures and do a photo shoot. If you would like me to do a video on that, just let me know. The cherry on the top of the goodbye, I thank them. I thank them for coming to me, for letting me be part of their world. They had 1,000 choices and they came here. That's amazing. They will value and understand by the time you're done making these little tweaks to your appointment, and you want them to rebook, and they will. You'll get so busy that if people don't rebook, they're not going to get their time. And that's where you want to be ahead. They have someone that is sought after, and they want to be a part of that, and they don't want to lose you. So you'll get there. But just do these little tweaks and it will make a huge difference, and you'll be booked and it'll be amazing. And I want to hear all about it. So let me know. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you.